Hey guys, Ultra Maximus official merchandise is now available on my Spring store. Help support the channel and shop by clicking the link below. Oh, hey look, it's the Munsters.
Showtime! So, hey, let's dance the dance of brotherly love. Morticia!
You saw. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another 31 horror toys in 31 days, and today we've got a retro rewind all the way back to 1992 with these Addams Family Playmates figures. Now these were released between the two Addams Family movies in 1992, and it was, I'm pretty sure there was a cartoon series that was loosely based off of the movies. So Granny, she likes to fall over. She's the weakest one of this set for sure. Yeah, these were really cool. I picked these up off of eBay. This is the full set. I'm missing a few accessories, but if you notice, there are a couple characters missing. I will go into those because they were actually never produced. They only made one wave of these figures. They did not make wave 2, unfortunately. I presume they just didn't sell, or the show had gotten canceled, because I think there was only one season of the actual cartoon. But these are definitely interesting. They're a little sticky. The plastic has gone a little sticky over the years, but overall, I mean, they're in pretty good shape. I think I got a pretty good price for them. For what they were. I paid I think $30 for all these figures shipped. Like I said, they are missing a couple accessories. I'm missing the sword for Gomez, the broom / stirring stick for Granny. I think she's also missing another piece, and I think that's about it as far as the missing pieces go. Everything else is there, and it was the full set. Oops, sorry, Granny, I just knocked her over. She is just really bad at standing. Overall, not too bad. They've got a very cartoony, animated look, obviously, for the cartoon series. I want to say it aired on Fox Kids. I might be wrong, but yeah, definitely pretty fun. So let's take a look at the characters that didn't make the lineup. So the first two characters that did not make it into plastic was Wednesday and Thing. So while Thing is an accessory to all of the other characters, he was going to have his own figure with some articulation. But Wednesday was the biggest one missing, and I actually got this set for Wednesday, the theme for this year's 31 Horror Toys in 31 Days, but they didn't make her. I searched for 2 weeks trying to figure out why I couldn't find her. Then I stumbled across the fact that these two characters were coming soon, but were never produced, which is unfortunate. It'd be cool if somebody would actually go into a third party and custom make a figure for her to complete out the set. And the final figure that did not get a release in the second wave, as it was canceled, was, of course, Cousin It. Now, looking at the picture, I originally thought he was going to have doll hair, brushable type hair, which is the way I would have gone with the Cousin It, but looking at the image, it looks like he's more molded, especially at the bottom there, so I don't know how much articulation you would have got out of him or what his gimmick would have been. Because most of them have a gimmick, which I'll show off here in a second. Again, unfortunate these figures did not get released to complete out the set, but maybe someday we'll get some custom figures to do that. Now, taking a look at the gimmicks, first we'll look at Gomez here. So he's supposed to have a sword in his hand, which unfortunately I don't have. Twist the legs and he thrusts the sword like that, which is pretty cool. He also comes with Thing on his vest for his fencing, so you can punch him in the heart with the sword, or stab him, I guess. Now, the figure also has articulation in the head. It does move back and forth. The one arm does move, but yeah, this is basically the gimmick of Gomez. So, there he is. Next up, we've got Morticia Addams. Now, she comes with Thing that has a little plant, a dead plant. I guess this would be the roses that she cuts the heads off the roses, so the stems. So that's her little Thing accessory that she comes with. Now, she's got some articulation. Her head really doesn't move too much. She has some at the waist, bends over super far, which I'm sure Gomez likes. She also bends all the way back. Her arms do move up and down, and then she's got this little gimmick in her sleeves. You can flip out these little monster hands. I don't know if it's magic. I guess it might be magic or monster hands. I'm not really sure, but those come out, little creepy leaf hands, maybe? I guess they're supposed to be leaves or something. So yeah, that is Morticia. Next we have Lurch, and Lurch has a little accessory with Thing holding a noose, which is kind of cool. I like that. Very nice. Lurch can hold this rope in his right hand. He also comes with a pair of bush trimmers, some shears as well. Now, he basically has articulation in his lower legs, so his two little lower legs move right there. The arms do move, but there's a gimmick button in the back, and when you push that, his arms go forward and his mouth moves. So this is Lurch's gimmick. You rang. So yeah, the mouth is a little wobbly, but overall, not too bad of a little gimmick for 1992. And here we have Granny. So she comes with a little cauldron with some green slime on it, which is pretty cool. I'm surprised nothing to put into the cauldron. That was a bit of a shame. She's supposed to have the little broom slash stirring stick. Her head does move back and forth. This arm does move up and down. And then this is part of the gimmick. She's supposed to have the little button back there. You'd push the gimmick and she would stir. Mine doesn't quite work so much anymore, but you can kind of really see the movement when you move her body right there. Her legs also do move up and down. Now, because of her tiny little footsies, she's probably the worst one to stand, so I've just been kind of leaning her against her little cauldron. Now, I feel like Pugsley comes with the coolest accessory, so he actually has a bear trap, so Thing's got this bear trap, and then he can hold the little chain in his hand right here, so he grips onto it with that, and really well. And then what you do is you pull the little chain, and then once this releases, the trap closes. So he actually has a action gimmick in his accessory, and you've got to set it just right to get it to close, snap right. So there it is, and again, you just pull it, and it snaps shut. It's also got a little peg for his little footsies. Articulation, his head does move up and down, arm moves up and down, and then he's got some kind of, I don't know if it's squeezed together or how it went, but I feel like you would pull the arm and it would make the thing snap, but he just doesn't work. I think it's like Granny, he's just so old now, his gimmick quit working, but yeah, I really like the bear trap gimmick. And finally, I feel like this is my favorite figure, Uncle Fester. So he comes with some TNT, a little TNT plunger, dynamite plunger with Thing on it to blow things up. So that's pretty cool. I definitely dig that. He also comes with a stick of dynamite you can put in his hand. And take a look at that. Very Wile E. Coyote-esque, so that's pretty cool. I like that. And then Fester's arms move up and down. The head doesn't move because he's got a little gimmick. So you push his head down, locks into place, squeeze his legs, and it pops back up. I love these types of gimmicks. These are always fun. Very cool, and this might be my favorite one. It's either him or Lurch. I don't know, but I'm pushing to him being my favorite gimmick. So taking a closer look at Gomez himself, I like the character. I mean, it looks like it does in the animation style. I like the pinstripes. He's got that purple suit. His shirt and tie are painted well. He's got his shoes. The face is done well. Overall, I mean, this is a good example of a well-painted Playmates figure from back in the mid-90s. Now, taking a closer look at Morticia, again, sculpted well. It's got the look. I like the spider webs painted on the side. Gives it a little something else for the animated series. I like the fact that we just don't have black on the back. We actually see the back of her neck, which is very cool. Of course, she doesn't have any feet, so she actually stands the best of all the figures. And, you know, I appreciate that. Taking a closer look at Uncle Fester, he's probably painted the best. I love the paint washes and the dark spots from the dynamite explosions, his sculpt on his jacket. He looks dirty, and it's not actual dirt. He's just painted that way. His face is kind of crazy. He's got that Uncle Fester look, the deadish kind of skin. Again, probably the best painted on all the figures, in my opinion. Now, taking a closer look at Lurch, again, painted well, front and back, solid colors. I love the Gollum gray on his skin. I like how he's got a little spider hanging in his pocket. I think that's cool. They even painted the flower on his lapel, which would get missed a lot in modern toys today, so good job with the paint. It's very stylized, but you can still tell it's an animated version of Lurch. And then taking a closer look at Pugsley, he looks a little demonic. He's got some very yellow hair, which I've seen in comics and cartoons in the past. I think he looks more like the comic strip version of Pugsley than an animated version of the film. But yeah, he's okay. The color schemes are not my favorite. The green and the yellow, the black shorts, you know, I mean, he looks pretty good. The face has a very unique look on it, but yeah, he's interesting, I'll say that. And the last figure to take a look at is Granny. I'm using a action figure stand holder up here. She looks okay. She looks a little stoned or drunk or something, to be honest. She's sculpted well, very interesting looking. I like her little shawl on her pants. They painted her socks. I like she's got a little rat in her hair in the back. I think that's pretty cool. Definitely fun. She's got a little brooch there. Again, little painted details that we got in the 90s that would probably get missed today. For comparison, here we have the 1992 Playmates Addams Family figure set with the Wednesday Pop from the Netflix series Wednesday, which is kind of appropriate because we don't have any other Addams Family members in pop form for her, and we don't have a Wednesday in the Playmates form for them. So I will definitely display these figures all together, and she's actually similar in size to them. She's obviously way bigger than she should be. She should be a lot tinier, but for some reason this works, and I'm okay with that. It's kind of weird, and that's appropriate for the Addams Family. So, is the Playmates Animated Series Addams Family figures from 1992 something that you want in your horror collection or an Addams Family collection? Well, if you collect Addams Family stuff, this is definitely something you want to pick up. If you like vintage figures, specifically from the 90s, specifically Playmates, you're going to like this set, I think. If you're an Addams Family fan, I mean, they were huge in the early 90s. I loved those movies. This cartoon series came between those, and it was kind of like Batman the Animated Series. It was kind of based off of it, but not really, and I feel that's where they were going with this series. It's unfortunate we did not get Wave 2 with Wednesday to complete out the family, a more articulated thing, and Cousin It. Again, maybe somebody will do some custom figures at some point in the future. That would be kind of fun, so people who have these can round out their collections. So there they are! The Addams Family, circa 1992, from Playmates, for 31 horror toys in 31 days! Hey guys, I want to give a shout out to my top subscribers and to my newest subscribers. Thank you all so much for helping grow the channel. Remember, for every 1,000 subscribers, I'll give you, the fans, a chance to win a free action figure. If you don't see your name and want to be included, like this video, add a comment down below telling me to add you, and of course, subscribe. Thanks again, and look for more videos in the future. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to click all the things, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for new videos. And follow me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below.